Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. This is Tony of Comic Conversations, and on today's show, I'll be recapping the landmark Venom 150 by Mike Acosta and art by Trade Moore. Alright, with that out of the way, let's go straight into our book. Book opens up with a quote from Heart of Darkness. It had whispered to him things about himself which he did not know, and the whisper had proven irresistibly fascinating. It echoed loudly within him because he was hollow at the core. It was written that I should be loyal to the nightmare of my choice. Joseph Conrad. The symbiote is watching Eddie sleeping. We're given a crash course on Eddie Brock. He used to have it all. A wife, the respect of his peers, prestige in his field, but he lost it all. That was when the symbiote found him. Brock vows never to be weak again. When they were separated, there were times Eddie wanted to die. Brock then wakes up in a cold sweat. The symbiote is calling out to him. It wants to go out. Drink the moonlight, he says. Eddie agrees. The suit sees a break-in and Brock convinces the symbiote to stop them. Venom gets the drop on the would-be criminals. The goons try to attack him with tasers. They tickle the two. Venom asks what they're doing there. The place is a biotech firm. Eddie asks if they're stealing biological weapons, some kind of superbug. They try to convince the suit they're not terrorists. They're a technology group. It's just a break-in and entering. The weapons are non-lethal. Unconvinced, Venom brutalizes the men. The thieves have their prize, a tomato worth millions for its proprietary science. Out of fear, they hand it over to Venom. Disappointed they weren't terrorists, the two leave the scene. Eddie is disappointed in the symbiote. The suit tries to convince Brock that this is what he wanted, to be a hero. Eddie tells his partner the thieves weren't hurting anybody, but they butchered them anyway. The two go to the church where they first met. Eddie says he doesn't believe in God anymore, but the priest says, yet you're here. The priest tells Eddie after the Galactus attack a couple years ago in New York, he saw parishioners he hadn't seen in years. But he tells Brock he doesn't have to meet an alien for his world to change. Eddie tells the priest that he recently got back in a relationship. The priest asks if it's a good thing. Brock confirms. Yes, it is. He's been dreaming about it for years. It's not what he hoped for, he asks. Eddie says he went through so much pain to get it back, but he did something he vowed to never do again tonight. He thought he put those days behind him. The priest confronts him. His partner forced him to do it? Brock quickly corrects him, no. He will never regret this reunion. He couldn't go on living without it. They're together now, but he doesn't know who they are together. The priest tells Eddie, if someone loves you, they don't force you to do things. The symbiote doesn't like him. The priest knows obsession when he hears it. He knows what love turns into when it's used to justify pain. It turns into something ugly. Brock leaves. The priest tells him if he ever wants to talk, he knows where to find him. The suit convinces Eddie that it does what he wants. To stop the people that are trying to keep them apart. Brock is worried about the symbiote. It feels anger, hate, and sometimes weakness. It's then that the two are met by Scorpion. He had heard that the two had got back together. He's got some unsettled business with the suit. The three go at it. Scorpion shoots fire and laughs as Venom gets closer and closer to him. He uses sonic disruptors in his pinchers to separate the two. Scorpion says, "Are you that stupid? He used to wear that thing too. He knows its weaknesses." Scorpion then threatens to burn the symbiote to cinders. He's still haunted by the suit's whispers. As Scorpion strangles Eddie and tries to pop his head like a cork, the symbiote makes his way into Scorpion's suit. It removes his armor and allows Eddie to deal a knockout punch. Eddie tells the symbiote they have to leave. They can't let them take him away again. The suit assures Brock they'll always take care of him. He won't let anyone come between them. Eddie comes to, but he doesn't know where he is. The suit assures him he's fine, safe. They're back at the church. Brock asks why did it bring him here. He assures him it's an important place. They're bonded forever and no one will ever break that bond. He assures him it's an important place. They'll be together forever and no one will ever break that bond. Eddie's hands are soaked in blood and asks what he's done. The suit assures him what they do to anyone that tries to come between them. The stains are from the bloody corpse of the priest. Eddie clutches the body as the symbiote assures him that no one will ever pull them apart again. End of issue 150. Thanks again for checking out my video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and as always, check you guys out next time. Adios.